Welcome back to the special playoff edition of Odyssey the Game. I'm your host Jarrell, and we have here Manny with us. We're going to talk everything and anything NBA playoff basketball, including matchups, the Knicks, of course, and we're going to see who you think is going to go into the second round. What's up, Manny?
Going on. Ready for some playoff basketball, so we see what happens.
It's going to be a good time. So let's talk about the play-in first, right? So the play-in matchup we have right here, I'll pull it up right here for you. In the East, we have the 7-8 seed, Sixers Miami, and then the 9-10 seed of Atlanta and Chicago. The 9-10 seed doesn't really, do it for me, but the 7-8 seed, I think that's going to be one hell of a game. And we all know the winner of the 7-8 seed plays your team and my team, New York Knicks.
Best team in the league. Take
Chip
out these
this year.
playoffs.
They
Ready.
might come out to the chip this year. All right. So 7-8 seed. Tell me who you want to win and who you think's a better matchup for the Knicks and why.
Well, 7-8 seed. We got Miami. We got the Sixers.
Yeah.
I personally would rather face Miami because I feel like we owed them from last year. Um, I don't like the matchup with Embiid. Is Embiid healthy? I mean, he limped off last game, so we don't know. But that said, I'm rooting hard for the Heat. I want revenge. I want all the smoke when it comes to the Miami Heat. So that's
I mean,
what.
we all know it's not a secret that the Heat play their best basketball in the playoffs, playing playoffs, whatever.
Yeah.
The Heat, they're a team made for the playoffs. Do you really want that smoke with the Heat? Personally, I prefer the Sixers because, like you said, we don't know if Embiid's completely healthy, number one. Number two, Embiid's going to get his no matter what. So let him get his. We just got to worry about everybody else. The Heat, they're just a young, energetic, well-coached team, and that scares the shit out of me. I don't know.
I mean, it's
So
not the same team from last year. I mean, you got the big red ragu. That's what I call them. You got
DiVincenzo, yeah,
you got Hardenstein playing starting minutes now.
yeah.
I mean, we got OG. So it's not Craig Grimes out there. It's not RJ Bricks. It's not the same squad from last year. I mean, it's a different teams, it's a different Brunson. He stepped up,
Okay.
passed. I think he's better than Jimmy Butler. So last year you could
Okay.
make an argument Jimmy Butler was the best player on the court. This year you could easily say Brunson's the best player on the court for this playoff series. So even though he cooked them last year. So
Sure
I
did.
got faith in the Knicks. I think if the Knicks face the Heat, I'm saying 5 games. I think it's a 4-1 Knicks win.
Knicks in 5
Knicks in 5.
without
Sixers
Randall.
without Randall. I'm not worried about Randall. Randall's not on the team right now. Randall hasn't played since how long? January.
This is like mid late January,
It's a
something like that.
whole different team now.
Actually, might have been longer than that.
Yeah, it's a whole
Yeah.
different team. Bram's gone.
No,
Take
February.
Randall out your head. You won't see Randall till
Okay.
next year. So
Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, like you said, I like the way you're going at it. You're going for the revenge route, and that's cool. Um, the Heat just scared the shit out of me. I feel like the Heat they could take out the Celtics if they really wanted to.
I mean, he's a good
Uh,
team, man. They proven it. They're battle tested. I think they was like 3 of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals. I believe they've been in or
yeah, it sounds about
NBA
right.
Finals. I mean,
Yeah,
they're a veteran team. I feel like they lost a lot from last season. Number one,
yeah.
and I'm not afraid of Miami. I'm not afraid of the Heats. They next to 3-1 this year against the Miami Heats. Um, they play the kind of same brand of basketball, slow down tempo, physical game. You're not going to see a lot of scores in the
Who's stopping Jimmy?
110s, huh?
Who's stopping Jimmy buckets?
OG is supposed to be this defensive stopper. That's why you gave up quick. You gave up RJ Barrett, gave up Emmanuel
Quickly.
quickly. You gave up picks. All right, now this is where money talks. Now this is where the trade
Okay.
was made for this time. So OJ needs to step up. and show why he deserves that major contract he's looking for in the season. This is
Listen,
time
what
to
the
be
Knicks,
out. This is money time. This playoffs.
it
This
is
is
money
time.
time because
Money
what the
time.
Knicks don't want to do is get knocked out first round.
You don't
We
get
don't
off that
want
much,
that.
man.
We
You
don't,
don't
man.
want to. This
We don't
season
want
has
that.
been too good to sit around and then you not. It's. I mean, even well. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. When this get knocked out first round, how would you feel the season? Would you think that's a failed season, or would you still give Knicks props for winning 50 games, getting a second seed with the injuries they had? Would you still say it was a successful season, or would a first round knockout just wipe that all out of play?
If the Knicks get knocked out first round, just because of the fact that we dealt with injury all season from Mitchell Robinson to Randall to OG Anunoby, it'll still be a successful season because we dealt with a lot of injury all year, and we
Yeah,
still got 50 wins, and we still finished off in the second seed.
yeah,
So we get knocked out first round. Of course, it'll hurt. It'll suck, but it'll still be like a success to me.
yeah.
Um, it'll hurt. And then off season, obviously, we go. What are we shooting for? Donovan Mitchell or whatever might be happening here. I don't know. I hear LeBron rumors too. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about all that later.
But that
But
Bronny,
yeah, Bronny James, kid's trash. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with that game. That game is on Wednesday. Philly versus Miami. Who's home? Miami home?
Philly's home because Philly's the
Philly's
seventh.
home. Excuse me. Okay,
Yeah.
Philly's home. They're on a 6-7 game winning streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. That
When
Philly
is that?
team's not playing around.
That game is Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Yeah, I might have to go. I might have to go do some scouting.
Might have to.
I'm about to go. I'm about to have to pull up in Philly, go to that
You might
game.
have to, man.
Might do
It's
some
gonna be a good
scouting.
game.
Should be a good game. All right.
Either way you put it, either team that win, both those teams are gonna make it anyway. Because the team that loses, they're gonna beat either the Hawks or the Bulls. I have no faith in those teams.
That's what you would assume.
I have no faith in
The
these teams.
Bulls have been playing a little better lately. I mean, no one wants to see Bulls Celtics. So I'm hoping that
Nah, that's a
whoever
snooze
loses
fest.
that game, you know, whoever beats the next opponent. But don't sleep on the Bulls. Don't sleep on the
I'm
Bulls.
sleeping.
They've been sneaky. They've been heading in there. They've been pretty good down the stretch. So
I'm sleeping on the Bulls, man. I don't.
I sleep.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. If the Bulls play the Sixers or the Heat, that's over. That's not even.
Yeah,
That's not even a game.
yeah, you would think, but this is
I
NBA.
know.
Anything can happen in a one game series. This is like NCAA tournament right now.
It is win or go home. I get
Win
it.
or
I
go
get
home.
it.
This is I like the playing because it's win and go home. It's one game. It's not a
Yeah.
series, not a mini series. It's
No.
literally winner takes all. So
Okay.
anything can happen. Someone get hot. DeRozan can get hot.
You could.
No,
I mean, all right.
Trey
Well,
Young,
so
Trey Young can get 2 games. Trey Young can get hot for 2 games and take them both out. So
he could. Ice Trey could come back,
Trey,
but let's see what happens, man. I mean, for basketball reasons and entertainment reasons, and for the fans, nobody
yeah,
wants to see the Bulls or the Hawks
you're right. You're right. See
in the
Miami. You're
playoffs.
right. See
For the
Philly.
fans.
At the end of the day, yeah.
But like you said, anything can happen. So you have Miami winning that game. I have Philly winning that game.
Yes, I got
Wednesday is going to
Miami.
be a big
Well,
day.
who I have. Well, I want Miami to win the game. I think Philly is going to win that
Oh,
game.
so you want Miami, but you put your money on Philly.
If I had to put money on there, I'm taking Philly. But I
Okay.
want Miami to win. Now, obviously, whoever loses that game is going to beat whoever. Comes out of Hawks in Chicago. So
Yeah. All right. So all right. Let's see what happens. Wednesday's going to be a big day. Going on to we could talk briefly about Hawks in Chicago. Who do you think is going to win that one? I
I'm
don't think
going
it matters,
Chicago.
but
I'm going Chicago. Doesn't matter. Who cares? But I'm going Chicago.
yeah,
I'm going
I go
Chicago.
Chicago too. I think they got a little bit more fight in them. I like DeRozan. Yeah, I mean DeRozan's getting up there, man. What's DeRozan like?
He's
36?
up there. He's probably 37, 30. Yeah, he's up. He's
Yeah,
not.
DeRozan's getting up there, man. He's been around. He's been around
I
a
like his
while.
game. I like his game. Like I don't know if he fits the Knicks as far. I know he's been in trade rumors with the New York Knicks here and there with Zach LaVine.
It's a nice mid range, man. Nice mid range player,
I,
man.
re- I just don't think he fits. I mean, I don't know where the Knicks would play him. He's not a shooting guard. I mean, even though he plays shooting guard, but he can't shoot. So does it complement
Yeah,
Brunson? He operates in the same area Brunson operates a lot of time in the paint.
yeah,
Randall in the paint. I think adding
yeah.
DeRozan. I think Domachin, the red ghoul, he fits well because he can space the floor out for Brunson and Randall. So DeRozan, I don't know if I like that. I like Zach LaVine though. I'll take like Zach
I
LaVine.
love Levine. I'd love to take Levine.
Yeah, I'll take LaVine in a heartbeat.
If we could get Levine in the offseason, that'd be great.
That'd be great. You know,
Hell yeah.
little consolation prize and again Donovan Mitchell, but
It's fine. I mean,
mhm.
the more I think about getting Donovan, the more I'm like, do I really want Donovan? Or would are we ready to have a big player like Brunson? Would I rather get like a number two like DeJounte Murray,
Mhm.
Zach Levine? Do I really want Donovan Mitchell?
I mean, I still want Donovan Mitchell because I was told we was going to get Donovan Mitchell a few years ago, and
They
I was
lie to
told,
us all the time, man. It's it's,
so
it's a lie.
I
They lie
still
every year.
I still want that Donovan Mitchell, dream to come true.
I don't know, man. He's nice. He's a good player. He's a beast. But I don't know, Mitchell, Brunson, Randall. Like Mitchell needs the ball, right? Brunson needs the ball, right? What we doing here, huh?
Hey,
What we
yeah,
doing?
ball. Somebody got to take the back seat.
Donovan's got to take a back seat. Is he gonna want to take a back seat?
It might not be Domino. It could be Randall taking the back seat. He just coming off the.
Nah, between Brunson and Donovan, somebody got to take a back seat,
Hey, well,
right?
Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks. That's. I mean, yeah, you're right. Sometimes to get that star player doesn't always help. Doesn't always work out. But
Hmm.
you can't. You just can't say no to having Donovan Mitchell if he wants to come. You can't just say no to him. That's a good player. You gotta see how that
Yeah.
works out.
All right. All right. So moving on, we got All right. So like I said, Wednesday we have Philly and the Heat, and then we have Chicago and Atlanta. We don't really care about that game, but we pick Chicago. Let's see what happens. We both think that it's going to be Philly and Miami going advancing anyway. But let's talk about the whole East right now. So let's say hypothetically Philly wins the 7th seed, Miami wins the 8th seed. Then you have Boston and Miami in a first round matchup. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great matchup. I think Miami is a
Big
veteran
upset?
team. I'm not calling it an upset. Like I said before, this Miami team ain't the same Miami team from last year. Um,
I'm calling upset. I'm
I'm
calling
not
upset.
calling upset. I think Boston wins that. I think Boston wins a tight 6-game series. I give Miami two
Mhm.
games at home. I think
I don't know.
Boston leaves that series a little beat up. A little beat up. But I'm not. I don't think Miami this season have the firepower to outshoot Boston like they did last year. So we'll see what happens though.
I'm calling upset, man. I don't
Yep.
care. Miami's well coached. Spoelstra, he's been killing it for so long.
Mhm.
Um, you know, that team is just energetic. They're hungry. I'm calling upset.
Okay.
Upset all day. Yep. If
You
that
hear
happens,
it.
if you
You
get the
hear it.
1-8 seed
Run the tape.
Boston, Miami, that is an upset all day.
Run the tapes. Got the tapes now.
Yep. Upset.
Okay.
I don't care if it's fit. If let's say if it's Philly, Boston, Boston's winning that. Philly can't take them. But Miami, afraid of Miami, man.
All right. We'll see.
Miami's taking them out.
We'll see.
That's the 1-8 matchup. 2-7 will be Philly and Knicks. What do you think about that?
Philly and Knicks. I mean, it's gonna be a tough series.
Yeah.
Um, Philly. The key for Philly is the question: the health of Embiid. Is
Mm,
he healthy? I don't think he is. I think he's hurt.
yeah.
He's been limping off the floor. Even though I mean he's come back. They've been 8-0 since he returned. But
Yeah, they've been killing it.
playoffs is a different animal. the Knicks have bigs. They have Hartenstein. They have Mitchell Robinson. That can both like at any time, all day. They'll have a shot blocker, a
Right.
defensive center to defend Embiid. It's
Right.
all about the health of Embiid, man. If he's not, if it, let's say Embiid was healthy, I'm still picking the Knicks to win. I'll say
I
Knicks in six.
think they could
Um,
take. I think they could take Philly.
and if Embiid is hurt, if he's showing any signs of not being 100%, 50%, 70%, a 70% Embiid is not going to beat the Knicks. If
Knicks
he's
in five.
hurt, Knicks in five. You know,
Yeah.
um, but if he's healthy, I can see this going to 7 games. I see this being a I can see this being a burner series, man. 7 games back and forth, Philly, New York. I can see either 6 or 7 each way. Both ways. That's game 7, and it's huge. That game 7 is gonna be in the Garden. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you give me game 7 in Madison Square Garden. I mean the way the Knicks play at home, I'm taking the Knicks. So
Knicks
um,
at home and the Knicks with Anunoby. I saw a crazy stat. They're like 20-5 with Anunoby
I
in the
think it's
starting
better.
lineup.
I think they're 20-3.
20. Excuse me. It might be
20
23. I think it's
might be
23 or something like that. I'll look it up in a second.
weird. High percentage wins for every and nobody does a lot for that
He
team.
does a
So
lot. He does a ton for them.
he changed.
He's not a big scorer, but we don't need him for that.
Now he's a
It's not. That's not
slasher.
why he's here.
He runs the spot. He spaces the floor. He can knock down his three. I think
Yeah.
he's above 40% 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He's like one of those plug and play type of players. He just he doesn't need time to to warm up. That's the thing with Randall. I was a little nervous about Randall coming back. He needs a couple games to get in the groove.
If Randall would have came back this year from that injury, oh God, I feel
Yeah,
like he would have spent the first like 8 games like just
yeah, had to get back in
blowing
shape.
it, man.
But Ananobi, plug and play. He knows his role.
Yeah.
He could miss 5 games and the next game come back. He's like, boom, there he is. Like he's in it.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right. So all right. So you got Knicks against Sixers. You got Knicks winning if Embiid is healthy. You got him winning in the six, unhealthy about five. Okay, I'll take
yeah,
that. I agree with that. I
yeah,
agree with that.
yeah.
That's not bad. Um, Next we have the 3-6, Milwaukee and Indiana. Very interesting matchup, I
Mhm.
think. I think that Milwaukee has taken a nosedive since hiring Doc. Um, Not sure what happened there. They should have kept their other coach, but that's not my team. Um, and Indiana, this high-powered offense, they could drop like a 150 on you in the blink of an eye. What
Quick.
do you think that series was happening with
Speed.
that series?
It's interesting series. A lot of
Yeah.
people circle this series as an interesting matchup. I've seen a couple of those ESPN guys actually pick Indiana to win the series.
Okay.
Um, based on the health, based on the health of Giannis, that's huge.
On the
Um,
health of Giannis, you all right? Giannis is a very prideful person. I think. You think
mhm.
he's gonna really get knocked out at the first round 2 years in a row?
I mean, at some point, health, can he control that?
He
If you
can't
can't
control
play,
health, you're right?
if
But
it,
I
if
I, I
it's,
don't know. I think he's gonna fight his ass off, man. That guy's gonna
I mean,
fight.
Giannis is gonna play. I think Giannis is he's gonna try, but your legs only give you so much, man. I, you know,
I know.
I
I know he was hurt last game of the season, but how hurt was he, or was he just resting? Or my theory is that the Bucks tanked that last game of the season, so they wouldn't have to face off against potential Miami because Miami has their number.
might be right. I
That's
mean,
what I think.
I seen Giannis limp off the court a few games ago.
Well,
They thought it was Achilles.
damn.
I mean,
Well,
how long does that take to heal?
true. I mean,
Is he
yeah,
gonna have lingering
he could be out.
effects?
He could be out all of halfway next season, next year.
I mean, it's not. Luckily he didn't injure his Achilles, but I think it was like a muscle strain or something like that. But those
Yeah.
things don't heal on its own. Those things don't heal quickly,
No.
and then when they do, and if they don't heal quickly, if they don't heal properly, it could come back,
Right.
lingering
Right.
effects. So
Yeah.
Bucks, they're I mean, and they don't play defense, and Indiana, I mean, can run you out of the gym. The Bucks can't
Yep.
guard me and you right now, and that's the problem.
Indiana has doesn't have a lick of D either though.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, true, but they have the number one offense going on against a team that can't stop no one. That hey, and I think Indiana's actually, and I think Indiana's 4-1 in the regular season against Milwaukee. So I might put that in play.
Okay.
I'm picking if I'm picking Indiana to win the series. I'm
Woo.
I'm gonna say 6 game series. Indiana wins game 6 at home.
Okay. Uh, I'm picking Milwaukee in six.
Wow.
Um, like I said, Indiana can't play defense. They could score, but they can't play defense. Milwaukee has some defense. I think they're gonna, Indiana's not gonna be dropping 130, 140. Milwaukee's gonna shut them down a little bit. They're not gonna be, they're not gonna shut them down to like 90 points. They're gonna maybe still like drop like 115,
Okay.
but they're gonna throw some defense on them. Milwaukee's offense is gonna go off. Giannis might average a triple double that series. Bucks in six. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. Cleveland, Orlando.
Mm.
Out of all the matches in the first round between East and West, this is my least favorite, but it's here. Um, Cleveland, Donovan, he's a good player. He's doing his thing. Will he stay with the team next year?
No.
I. All right, you
No.
took the words out of my mouth. No,
No.
he won't stay with the team next year.
He,
So
he
what is he
declined.
playing for? I mean, he's trying to get a chip. I get it,
I mean,
but
he declined a play option. He declined. He's not staying. He's out. Donovan Mitchell,
he's done.
unless Cleveland somehow make it to the finals and win, or probably make it to
Woo.
the finals, he's not coming back next year. He's
That
out.
team isn't built for the finals right now. That's not happening.
He's
No,
out.
he had a good run, nice little 2 years there. It's fine, but whatever.
Yeah, he's gone.
That team versus Orlando. Orlando is interesting because I did not pick Orlando to finish off at a fifth seed in the East in the season started, but
I'm
here they
intrigued.
are now.
I'm intrigued to go back and watch the little standings show we had with the East and where we
Oh, we
had
can watch
Orlando.
it.
I
It's
think
it's
we
pretty
had
accurate.
Orlando in a plan. Maybe not even in the plan.
I don't even think I had Orlando in the plan.
No, we definitely didn't.
No, I didn't have Orlando in the plan, man.
So
They
yeah,
they
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 surprised a lot this year.
they threw me off big time.
Yep.
Okay. Well, between that matchup, like I said, it's my least favorite matchup. I don't know about you. I got Cleveland winning that matchup, coming through, beating Orlando 4 games to 1, and then going to face Boston in the second round. Excuse me, let me retract my statement. Facing Boston in the second round if the Heat don't play them in the first round, and then the Boston will sweep them. But
Okay.
anyway, I got Cleveland winning that matchup.
I it's an interesting matchup. I gotta admit, I didn't watch too much of Orlando this year. The few games I've seen them play the Knicks, they looked great. Um, Young team,
Yeah.
and I think that comes into play when it comes to playoff basketball. Cleveland team has more season, even though they got manhandled last year by your
Just beat them
truly.
up 4-1.
But I think off of that, they'll come this season a little more motivated in the playoffs to
Yeah.
not happen again. So that's for that reason I'm picking. I'm gonna go Cleveland 6 games.
Okay.
6 games.
Experience does count for a lot. You're right. So,
Yeah,
Orlando doesn't have any experience. So
I'm
don't
going
be
Cleveland,
surprised if it's a sweep.
but apply don't land on a great season though. Great
Oh,
season.
yeah. All right. Let's move on to the West, the wild, wild West. Let's see what we
Wild
have here.
Wild West like Will Smith.
Yo, the West finished off pretty wild and wacky. Thunder, Denver, and Timberwolves were tied for first for a while there. Thunder pulled it out. They finished out in first. Congrats to them. Nice young team. They got something going for them right now. But in the play-in right now, we have seven Pelicans, eight Lakers, nine Kings, 10 Warriors. Let's start with the play-in. What do you think is going to happen with that 7-8 matchup there, Pelicans and Lakers?
Woo! Wow. I think the Lakers going to win that matchup. And I also
Okay.
think if they lose, it's the best case scenario for them. But they will beat the Pelicans and then beat the
Why is
seventh
that
seed.
best case scenario for them?
Well, like I said, I think if the Lakers played OKC first round, 5-1 series, go to bed OKC. I just that's what I think.
Yeah. They're
The only
young,
way, the only
unexperienced.
way they could face OKC is if they lose this matchup and then beat whoever wins out of the 9-10 and then
Okay.
get the eighth seed.
Okay.
That's why I feel the best case scenario for the Lakers is to get the eighth seed and then beat OKC first round. But Lakers will win this game. Pelicans aren't that good. Ingram just now was back from injury and he needs time to get back into I guess shape.
Right.
Zion, he's not really showing us why he was a first round pick yet.
Yeah, Zion.
So
Zion's okay.
Zion.
He's not.
I will admit he's been a little disappointed early in his career.
He was overhyped. He was overhyped.
A little overhyped.
Don't get me wrong.
A little overhyped.
He's a good player, but he was overhyped.
He's a good player, but he's not as hyped up as they. I mean, they would call Zion the next LeBron.
Nah,
Like
God no.
that's how much
No.
hype he was coming in with. So, um, Lakers will win this game. Um, it won't be easy though. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like the end of the season game,
Yeah.
but LeBron, AD, and the crew will figure out a way to pull the league. They'll pull out late and then win this game. So I'm going Lakers.
Okay. I'm going with Lakers too. Like I said, the Lakers destroyed them the last game of the season on Sunday. But then again, like I said, well, I didn't say this, but I was looking at the stats earlier. Ingram had like 12 points on 9 shots. He didn't play like Ingram. Zion didn't even really have any points either. He had like 13 points on like 13 shots. And it's like, all right, the two main well, McCollum went off. McCollum had 25. He did his thing, but your two other main guys in Ingram and Zion did nothing. So you got to show up. You got to
Gotcha.
show up tomorrow. It's like do or die. What are you gonna do?
And you
And like
think
you said,
no?
if they do show up and beat the Lakers, good for the Lakers because then you get to, well, not good because you play either winner of loser of Golden State
No,
and
you
the
play winning.
Kings, and that's no walk in the park.
That's no walk in the
Lakers
park.
could be done in the play-in for all we know. So the Lakers better win against the Pelicans, but
It will,
they should. Yeah, I got the
but
Lakers winning. Lakers
it's
winning
not
the
the
game.
end of the world if they do lose. So
No, it's not. But they have a tougher matchup if they do lose. Let's be
yes,
honest. All right, so we got Lakers coming in, taking the 7th seed. 8th seed, Warriors and Kings. Who you got there? I
uh,
love a good veteran team.
mhm.
I'm going for the Warriors, but it's no walk in the park. The Kings are they're no
Kings.
joke.
Kings have been decent all year. I'm surprised they fell down to the
Well, they
ninth.
felt hard because remember last year they were a top 4 seed, I believe.
Yeah, so
They
I'm
fell
surprised
hard.
they're down this far. Sabonis, Fox, it was crew. Um, Warriors have championship pedigree.
Yeah,
Um,
can't buy it.
this
You can't
time of
buy
the
that.
year, and they're a pretty healthy team. I mean, Draymond Green's back. Clay come off the bench is there. Yeah, Steph. Um, the,
Wiggins. Yeah,
the core of that championship is still there.
yeah, yeah.
And I just don't see them losing in a play-in tournament.
Well,
I see them beating beating this team and getting that AC. Again, they'll get the AC. They'll get the AC. I truly believe that.
I agree. Like I said, I don't think you could beat that veteran team, Warrior team, and everybody's healthy. They've been on and off all year with health, but they're all good now, and I like that Warrior team. And if they do win, um, that means they have to play Pelicans, and they'll smash the Pelicans. We're not worried about that.
Yeah.
So then potentially we should have Lakers 7, Warriors 8, which then it starts to get a little spicy now because now we got OKC versus the Warriors in a
Woo.
first round matchup.
Woo.
That is a matchup right there.
Yes.
That is a good matchup. Um, and I can't pick a team right now. I want to say OKC, but like I said, the veteran, that's tough, man. That's tough. Who do you have?
Um, that's a tough series.
That's tough.
Um,
What's up?
how good is Shy? Is
Shots
he
killing it.
back? Is he back from his injury? I mean, is he have this healthy? If I had to pick that series, I may have to go Golden State Warriors, man.
It's tough, man. I let me see.
I may have to go Warriors.
I love that OKC team, man. That nice, young, savvy team.
Yeah, young savvy, and then young and savvy doesn't bode well in playoffs. Playoffs is about veterans. It's about what you've seen. What do you expect?
You're not
Um,
wrong.
young and savvy, they're not gonna shrivel up when it comes to adversity.
Yeah.
So
Warriors
I'm
got that
I'm
experience,
going
huh?
I'm going with the Spirits team, and I'm going with Golden State Warriors an 8-1 upset in the playoffs. When's the last time that happened?
Last year, did he? What is Giannis and company number one
That
last year?
you might be right. Yeah,
Ha!
I think was yeah because Miami was at 8 seed last year because they lost. Miami actually lost the seventh
They lost.
eighth game
Yeah.
and then beat whoever they played in that lot. So Miami was the 8th seed,
Right. Right.
beating Giannis as 8-1. So I think 2 years in a row
8-1
they've been an
upset.
eight, beat them in one, 2 years in a row.
This playing is no
Paris,
joke, man.
yes.
How many games? What's the series?
5-1 Golden State.
5-1. Yo, if wow. Jeez, give OKC some more credit, man.
5-1.
4-1, you mean 4-1? But come on,
4-1. Yeah, 4-1. 4-1.
give OKC some credit. If honestly, I would say that's like a 6-7 game series, man.
Who you got winning?
I got Golden State because the
Nice.
veteran team, man, you can't beat that. I got Golden State,
Can't
but
be a better.
they gotta work for that win, man.
Exactly.
4-2,
4-2. All right.
4-2.
That's
They gotta
respect.
work. They put in some work.
I think it's gonna be 5. I think it's gonna be 4-1.
All
Golden
right, we,
State.
we got we got some more teams here. We got Denver and LA. Denver has LA's number. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not. I'll just start it off like that.
Yeah.
Denver, they got LA locked up. That LA team, D'Lo. I like the way D'Lo's been playing as of late. This guy is
Really good.
amazing. Anthony Davis has not been hurt. Knock on wood.
I mean, I got a little hurt last.
What?
We got a little back, tweak this back, final game of the year, but knock on
Oh
wood.
God. Oh God. All right.
Hopefully,
Well, all right. LeBron's been playing like LeBron for his age. This guy is killing me right now. He's kidding
Ron.
me.
Yeah, I mean,
And they got a decent bench, but Denver is Denver. Come on, man. Jokic, Murray, Gordon, Porter. I mean, I don't. As much as I would love to see the Lakers make it to like a final and LeBron get another ring, I'm a Knicks fan, yeah, but I know greatness when I see it,
yeah.
and I see it in LeBron. But I can see Denver taking out the Lakers, 4-1.
Yes, I see the same thing. I see Denver. Like it was 4-1. If it's a good series, maybe it'll go 6. Maybe it'll go 6. Maybe it'll be 4-2. But um, this is the end of the road for the LA Lakers, man. I think
Yeah,
after they lose the
I think that's
series,
it.
a lot of changes will be made with that
LeBron
team.
might leave. Might go find his son and play with him.
A lot of changes will be made.
Yeah,
So
so
Denver,
end of a line.
Denver would gracefully put them out of their misery.
Yeah.
So
Send him off riding home.
send them off.
LeBron goes and finds out where his son is being drafted and signs with that team like a 1 year
Right,
deal.
Derek Knicks. Let's go.
Old man LeBron and Bronny James. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting.
Bonnie James could, you know, sit the practice squad. You know,
Yeah, let's send him to the G League.
17 league.
Yeah,
Keep
it'll
Bronny.
make for good
Bronny.
ticket sales. I'll tell you that much. Sales will
Keep
be
him.
through the roof. Not like they aren't already,
Oh yeah.
but geez.
I mean,
Okay. So we're both in agreement here. 4-1 Denver. All right. Next we have Minnesota and Phoenix.
wow.
Minnesota. I don't think I had them in my top. I don't think I had them above 6 when I made the prediction. I got to look back at that. But Minnesota has, they've been proving me wrong all year. They've been up there all year. Anthony Edwards is the future of this league. That kid is the truth,
He's good.
and he's going up against Durant, Booker, and company, and well, Beal too. But let's see. I don't know how all three of them are doing together, but let's see what happens. That's going to be a good series. Can never count out Durant, man. That guy, I don't care. He's a shooter. The guy, he's a monster. Uh I'm saying T Wolves, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going T Wolves. I'm going T Wolves in 7.
T Wolves in 7.
T Wolves in 7. Yep.
Um, it's another thing, man. It's in most series with Kevin Durant, you could say like that whoever team he on has the best player on the court.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say that with this series. I don't know if you could say that if what's this guy name in Minnesota?
Edwards.
Edwards. He may be just as good as Durant, or maybe even better.
Kid's an
Um,
animal.
the Suns are a little disappointed this year. A team that has Booker, Durant, Beal, barely out of the playing tournament, a 6 seed. I felt that the Suns have the talent to be a top three,
Yeah.
but for whatever reason they weren't this year. I'm going with the Suns to win the series.
Suns.
Yeah,
Okay.
Suns. Um,
How many games?
no, scratch that. I'm going T Wolves to win the
I
series.
like that. I like that.
Scratch that.
Pass the torch. Pass the torch to Edwards, man. It's
I'm
his
going
time.
T Wolves in a 7 game series. I think the series goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I think this turns out to be one of the better series in the first round.
Yeah. T Wolves with
Uh,
the home court. They're gonna take it.
T
In
Wolves and
7.
Suns. I feel this is going to be actually one of the better series in the first round. I truly believe that. I'm going T Wolves in 7. Game 7 at home, and Durant doesn't show up, so I'm going T Wolves in
Oh,
7.
Durant doesn't show up.
Durant doesn't show up.
That's big words. Durant shows up, man.
Durant doesn't show up.
All right. Okay. All right. That's not a bad. Yeah, like I said, I went with the same thing. T Wolves in 7. Like I said, that team surprised me all year. I didn't expect them to be here right now where they are. I'm not a big fan of Carl Anthony Towns, um, but it's mostly been a lot of Edwards this year, so it's fine. But
Mhm.
yeah, let's go T Wolves in 7. All right. So we got one more series. This is one of the better series in my opinion. This is gonna be a really good series. We got Clippers and Dallas.
Mm.
Russ, Kyrie, Doncic, George, who's probably going to leave at the end of the season, Leonard. This is going to be Harden. I got to forget about Harden. This is going to be a crazy matchup. Um, this is another one where I'm scratching my head at this one hard. I like, the Clippers put so much into that team to make it here. You would expect them to be able to move on.
Mhm.
But Dallas, and I wasn't a fan of the two point guard system, Kyrie and Doncic, but it's really grown on me over time.
Mm-hmm.
They play really well together. Uh, Doncic is like he's like a Jokic, but in guard form.
Yeah,
Not necessarily the most athletic
but it
body.
gets done.
Yep, gets it done. Passer, scorer.
Shooter, lead scorer. Yeah.
Yep. Ah man, I'm going Dallas. I'm going Dallas, man.
Ooh,
Yep,
Dallas.
I'm going Dallas. I'm not counting out
Um,
Doncic right now. I like that guy's heart.
Dallas. Wow, that's a good one. Kyrie,
Dallas in seven, another game seven here.
Luka. Um, I can't go Dallas.
No?
Can't go Dallas.
Okay.
I think the Suns, not Suns, Clippers. I think the Clippers are a better team. I think they got better role players.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Clippers. I think Clippers would not win this series in. You said seven.
That's seven.
Mm, I'm gonna go 6 games. 6 game series. Clippers win.
Ooh.
Um, Too much Paul George. Too much Harden. Um, Westbrook off the bench.
I love Westbrook off the
Um,
bench. I like that role for him.
like man, I think Clippers are a better team than Dallas. Dallas has been all year has been in that middle tier of the West.
Yeah.
Clippers has floor. They've had stretches when they were like top
Clippers were
tier.
number one at one point, if you remember.
Yeah, them one up 1 point. So I
Yeah.
think um, they are the better team. So I'm gonna go Clippers. I'm gonna go Clippers coming out of that series. I think it's gonna be a 6 game series, a nice hard fought series. But I think Clippers gonna win that.
Okay. All right. All
Yep.
right. So I got Dallas. All right. Going over it, let's start from the East. We got potentially Boston, Miami. I got the upset with Miami there. Who do you have again?
Um, I had what's it? Boston, Miami.
Potentially
Oh,
Miami. That's what we're thinking.
did I pick it for that series? Well, I didn't. I definitely didn't pick Miami. Did I pick Miami in that series? No, I
Did
think
you
I picked
pick? What did
Boston.
you pick? You going
Pick
for
Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
All right, you got Boston, and then we got the 2-7 Knicks Philly. We both going for Knicks there.
Yep.
3-6 Giannis and company versus Indiana. Um,
I went.
you called Indiana, didn't you?
Yep.
You called in Indiana. I called Milwaukee on that one.
Yep.
4-5 Cleveland and Orlando. We both got Cleveland there.
Cleveland. Yep.
Moving over to the West, potential 1-8. We have OKC, Golden State. We both got Golden State, veteran Golden State in seven, veteran championship team right there.
Yep.
Then we got Denver, Lakers. Denver has the Lakers number. We don't. I say 4-1. You say
Okay.
4-1. I don't think it's going anywhere further than that. Um, 3-6. We have T Wolves and Suns. I call the T Wolves. You had the Suns. You went to the T Wolves. Smart change up. I like that. Ant Man is unstoppable. So let's go T Wolves in that one. And then we got 4-5. We got Clippers, Mavericks. You got the Clippers. I got the Mavericks. I think that's going to be
Mhm.
a good series. Might be one of the best series. This whole first round, I think, every matchup is top tier matchup. Besides Cleveland, Orlando, every other matchup is a top tier matchup. This is
Every
going
every
to be
game
a crazy
every
first round.
every game is first round is must watch TV.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a crazy first round.
Every series is a top tier matchup. Every series is I feel is evenly matched. Even the
Yeah,
low seeds versus the high seeds.
there could be a lot of upsets. Like we said, there could be a
No,
lot of upsets.
no shoe in as far as like a matchup. There's no shoe in.
Nah, no sweeps, nothing like that. There's nothing like that happening this year.
Nah, so it's gonna be interesting to find out
Yeah.
which team rises to the top.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, before we go, who's your MVP this year?
MVP. I
Who you
mean,
got? Who you got?
Knicks fan, it should be Brunson. Um,
A little biased.
but
I, I, I get you though. I hear you.
I don't think he's going to be MVP. Um,
Seen the talks?
it's one of the weird years where it's going to be a young guy. It's going to be a guy that hasn't won MVP yet. I don't think Jokic had a year
No,
that
Jokic
that
wasn't
they
that crazy this year.
give you. I mean, he's great, but
He
I
had a
don't
better
think
year.
I don't think they could give him MVP again. Um, Obviously, Embiid's been hurt.
Man, not Embiid, not
It's,
Giannis.
it's, it's gonna go to Shy for whatever reason. I
Yeah,
think Shy will win it. Does Shy play enough games? I don't know.
yeah, he played enough. Shai
It's,
played enough games.
it's, it's gonna go to Shy. He's gonna win
Yeah,
MVP. I
my
think
thoughts exactly.
I think Brunson would get votes,
Edwards to
but
get votes.
if I had to pick an MVP, it would be Shy. If I had to pick a runner-up, it'd be Edwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Shai should get it.
Third,
No way he
I'm
shouldn't.
going. I'm going Shy, Edwards, Brunson, Tatum, and I'll throw in Luca
Ooh, okay, all
as my
right.
top five.
Shai, Edwards, Brunson, Tatum, Luca. Okay.
So,
Um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I agree.
hmm,
I agree. I think Shy's gonna get it this year.
Shots can get this year.
Shy got it. It's all him.
I think this year.
Okay. Well, tomorrow starts. First game is gonna be
Yes.
Lakers and Pelicans. Must watch TV.
Maybe we'll do a little
Um,
after the game podcast tomorrow. You never know.
hey man, we get back on. Discuss the game real quick after the game. We'll be
After the
here.
Knicks game podcast, after the Knicks
After the
game.
Nick game, there's definitely a podcast. 100%.
Yes.
Come on now.
If you're not in New York.
After the Philly Miami game, there's definitely a podcast because we got to talk about who the
Oh
Knicks are
yeah, I got
playing.
to talk about that. The matchups.
Got to talk about that. So, this is Odyssey the game. We're back here for the playoffs and the play-in. We'll be
Mm-hmm.
back again to see what happens, the results of this, and talk to you guys soon.